Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am cooking. Wait, this is too short. Yeah, it's too short. I can't, my top of my head though. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today, as you can see, I'm going to be cooking. I am making the Ruth's Chris stuffed chicken. I don't know, have I made this before for my channel? I feel like I did. No, maybe not. I don't know if I made this before for my channel, y'all, but I know it wasn't with this exact recipe. So I am gonna do the exact recipe. I got this recipe from Janice. She has a cookbook, and it just looked so good when I saw it. And I noticed that she added a couple of ingredients that I didn't do to mine when I used to make it. So that's what we're making today. We're making stuffed chicken. We're making sweet potato casserole, and we're gonna have some veggies on the side, probably green beans. So that's what's going on. I just gotta get my wine open first because nobody should cook without wine. If you are watching this video and you want to recreate this, you want to try to cook this yourself. Sorry, y'all. Brooke messed me up because she just showed me some very disturbing. Like, take me out close friends. You know, some people close friends just be so outrageous. You be like, bitch, I don't want to be your close friend. But yeah, you cannot cook without wine. So get your bottle of wine when you go get your ingredients. This, y'all, is a hidden gem. This is Bartanu. This wine is so good. I will put it, if you couldn't see it, I will put a picture of it, and I'll put it in the description box. It's nice, it's cheap, and it's really delicious. So today, everything that you're going to need is, oh, we're also having a salad, y'all. But first, I'm gonna get into that after y'all, tell y'all everything you're gonna need. While I peel these sweet potatoes and Brooke finished our story time, because y'all, Brooke was just reminding me of some really funny things from when we was in school, and it's just funny. So we're gonna talk about it while I peel these sweet potatoes.
Oh no, we was talking about this day, right? It was like Seven just woke up, and like she woke up and chose violence, like for real, y'all. So we used to have like a little chill spot when I was in 9th grade. Seven was in 12th grade. And we used to like hold this part of the hallway. It was like our spot in the morning.
You knew nobody was staying in our spot. We always got to school late, but if you was
we got to school early because our bus.
Oh yeah.
Our bus used to be super early, so it was like.
But even if we came late, our spot was still
working. Like that was our spot, so everybody knew, and like our friends would wait for us, like Chris and Jamal. Like our little guy friends, they
wait for us in our spot. And it was our spot because it was a clear direction at every hallway. I had to see.
You had to come past that to get in the
building. You didn't pass that, you wasn't.
We had two spots there. Remember when that spot got overcrowded, we started going to the other spot by the steps?
Yes.
Because everybody started trying to come here to our spot, and it was getting late. And that's administrators start telling us how to stand there in the morning, so we had to find a new spot. Yeah, and that's when we took the bulletin board off the wall. The principal came, this video trying to blend in with the wall.
So we had a bulletin board, y'all, and it opened and closed. So I broke it off, and I put the frame around my head. When the principal was walking down, I'm just like, maybe he won't notice that I'm here.
No, so this specific day, I don't remember what really happened. Seven had just...
I feel like I just was fed up.
She had just started dating... her ex-boyfriend, Jill's brother at the time, and it was like everybody was like, oh, we knew they liked each other, so it was like a big controversy, like
because he was my best friend for so many years.
Yeah, and his ex-girlfriend said they felt like they was talking the whole time, but they really wasn't. But I don't really know what was said on Twitter or Path, that little app, something was said. So Seven just woke up that day and was like, I'm going to school on bullshit. So first she got on the bus and addressed his friend and was like, the next time you go tell a girl my business, I'm gonna fight you and him. I swear to God.
We were arguing though?
No, he was laughing. Like he thought she was playing. He was like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm dead serious. I didn't say that. I didn't tell him. But then she got to school. It was 3 people she had to dress. So it was him, It was the ex-girlfriend, it was her friend. So we in our little spot in the morning, and the ex-girlfriend walked past. It was like she was just like, Seven would just be like, she was standing there waiting for everybody to come in, and she was like, come here, let me talk to you. And she pulled her up. At least I had the decency though to take them in the corner and not doing it in front of y'all. But remember, she kind of was like, oh, I don't know. Like, you know, she like deep that shit. She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what you talk about, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a problem with you, whatever. She really wasn't the problem. Now the big girl,
she just was the
no, I'll say that day she didn't have nothing to say.
She was the weaker one.
The problem that day was the big one.
Mind you, y'all ended up beating the hell out of this girl.
Yeah, like a whole year later.
A whole year
That's how
later.
much she didn't like that. And like she really held this aggression towards Seven, and like neither one of us know this girl like that. Like, you know, it was really weird. She didn't know if she was friends or not. So,
and now she goes and gets her hair done by my god sister,
which is really weird.
Extremely weird.
But anyway, so she didn't see that girl that morning. I guess she must have got the memo that Seven was on bullshit. So
imagine they probably text like,
this was like midday. It was around lunchtime because it really wasn't nobody in the hallway when it happened, except Will. It was her boyfriend at the time, and
he was so pissed.
JC, his brother.
And y'all, he was so pissed that I was doing that.
Yeah, because he Seven saw her, so she just took off to go get her. Like, she like, let me say something to you. And the girl was already like, what, huh? And he like, and Seven's like, no. He's like, no, don't do it, Seven, don't do it, Seven. And I don't even remember what you said. I didn't just beat her ass thing, because she had a very smart mouth. I don't remember what you really said to her, but you was like, I'm gonna fuck with you and your little punk ass boyfriend talk about. Don't talk about me, you and your friend. Like, it was just a lot going on.
Yeah, I was funny.
I used to think honestly that if these girls had enough heart, you know, they should have came and tried to fight me. Like Seven left it. I was only in high school with Seven for 1 year, and I had to keep going to school with these people. Literally, after Seven beat that girl up, Seven beat the girl up when Seven didn't go to high school no more. It was the year after she graduated. She beat her up after modeling practice. So the next day, when we all get back to school, I mean, she's telling everybody that she wanted to fight, but everybody that was there knows she didn't win. So everybody's looking to see what she do when I come in the cafeteria, and I sit at the same table that I always sit at. She at the table because my friend London, because London sat at the table, because London told her like, no, she beat you up. I was there, and she kind of got quiet after that. But when I came to the table,
but how do you lie? I don't get that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, the fight was kind of even, so we couldn't tell. Y'all was dragging her big ass across the street, and this is probably I think she's the biggest girl I ever know.
Yeah, she was bigger than Kiki.
She wasn't fat big, like she was chubby,
like,
of course, but
she was like taller than me,
tall,
a little taller than me, and big, like wide, like.
She was tall. I was actually nervous when I was going to punch her in the face.
If I could describe her like as somebody, I don't know, like
Meg the Stallion, but like 20, 50 pounds heavier. Y'all, she was so big. When I was going to fight, I'm thinking in my head like, Seven, you got to beat this girl ass, because she had been trying me for years. Like, she really wanted that ass whooping, but I don't know. Y'all used to be really,
and it was weird because it was like her friends would try to be friends with me. You know, like nobody, like it really was. It was just her. Like she was being weird. Like nobody. It was no real reason to have an issue. Like she just.
I think it's because y'all, I was not a troublemaker in high school. I was irritating as fuck though. I will say that. Like I was.
She was
so,
like if you insecure, Seven is probably hard to take in because she just has a loud personality.
And in high school, I was loud, y'all. Like you heard me coming from a mile away. I'm either coming down the hallway, running down the hallway, doing something that I just didn't have no business doing. And I kind of walked around like I was superior to the rules, not to the people, but to the rules.
And then we would always be friends with like the nerds and stuff like that. They would be like, we wasn't like mean, like she wasn't mean, like she would always. We would always have the weirdest friends. The people you wouldn't think was all like the ghetto girls or the girl, like anybody like that would just be weird.
They just couldn't take my personality. It was just like, but I was the same way with everybody. The principal, the teachers, the students, like everybody at some point, even the principal and stuff, just kind of knew like, okay, this girl is just who she is, and
like, there's nothing we can do.
Like, nothing we can do about it. But
like she literally got suspended because an administrator tried to pull her by her jacket, and she reached back and slapped her.
I didn't play that. Everybody got the same treatment. I didn't treat anybody any different, but I don't know what it was. Like nobody could take me, and then it just got worse. Like when I was going there, I really didn't have to fight that much when it was just me. But I felt like when Brooke came and she started like dating and stuff, I'm like, oh.
That's because my boyfriend when I got to high school wasn't shit. Yo.
Yeah, she just reminded me about another time. What happened?
Which time?
Would they call you an Eminem head?
Oh yeah, because I got on Twitter arguing with this girl. My boyfriend, it wasn't like a real relationship, y'all. Like we wasn't having sex and stuff. Like we were just, I was 15. Like we was in a play relationship. Like, but we was in a relationship since like 8th grade. So it meant something to us. But the girl, she got on Twitter and put like Mrs. his last name. So I was like, oh hell no. So I had a smart ass mouth. Like I get on Twitter like crusty bitches, like da 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 da, like. But I didn't even at nobody. Like I'm just like, you know what? She at me, I ain't gonna at her. So then she wouldn't at me. So then they started talking about me. She said I had an Eminem head, so that was it for me. So that's
it kind of does look like the yellow Eminem.
That's when I tagged. I look better than her though.
Yeah, no, this girl was hit.
Yeah, like it wasn't even a situation. And I know I wasn't, like when I was younger, yeah, everybody had an ugly stage, but I wasn't like ugly. I was just growing up, but still. Anyway, she just really tried me. Like, so then Seven called her, and she called back with another girl on the phone.
The girl did not like me. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was just bad.
It was like all the girls that didn't like me. It was more so a power struggle. Like they didn't like that.
Like no matter
the
what
school was mine. It honestly was my school. Like,
and then so she called them the peanut gallery. She told them she was gonna fuck them up when we get to school on Monday. It was like a Saturday or some shit. She told them everything. They was popping their shit back a little bit, like, oh, I don't care, like claiming they little hood.
And now I'm like, I'll beat your ass. Like that's where you from?
Yeah. And then when they got to school, they walk right past, like they didn't even see us. They just went about their way.
And they saw us because I was posted up. Like
they saw us because we was straight ahead. They had
we
to
was
come
ready
down
to fight.
A long ass hallway. Like you was watching us since the minute you came on the hallway.
Yeah, but that was just a little throwback. Y'all always want to hear funny story times. There y'all go. I've been a nut. Ain't shit changed. Well, it changed now because I'm not as crazy as before, but it still gives what needs to be gave at any moment.
I'm going to the gym, y'all. I'm not food ready.
Okay, guys, so now we're gonna get all the way into the cooking portion of everything. Y'all see that I skinned my sweet potatoes and I diced them. I'll put a video in there so you guys can see. It doesn't really matter how thick or how skinny you dice them. They just have to boil and get nice and soft. And then we're gonna pop them in a blender and start that process. This is everything that you're gonna need to make your stuffed chicken and your sweet potato casserole. We have chopped pecans because you need that for the casserole. This is the casserole side, this is the chicken side. Chopped pecans, white sugar, brown sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, and some vanilla extract. I think I said that right, whatever, if I didn't. And you're gonna also need some flour for the toppings. But for the chicken, you are gonna need cream cheese, room temperature cream cheese. You're gonna need ranch seasoning, y'all. This is the most important part of the recipe. That is what's going to give it that flavor, just like the Ruth's Chris chicken. You're going to need sharp cheddar cheese. You're going to need some seasoning. This is Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. Get a little closer in there so you can see. I'll put them all at the bottom. Cajan seasoning, paprika, pepper. I'm going to use some of this because I like it. I like how it tastes. You're gonna need toothpicks to hold your chicken together. The salt I have here because I was soaking my chicken and cleaning it. Clean y'all chicken, y'all. This is not what that is. I have some Caesar dressing because I'm gonna make a salad. It's like the beginner thing. So while my yams are boiling, the chicken has been soaking for about 30 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and dump that out. We're gonna get them nice clean. We're gonna cut our slits in them. As a matter of fact, before we do that, we are going to do our seasoning. So let's do that. We're gonna take our cream cheese, our room temperature cream cheese. Make sure it's good. And I started boiling the yams, y'all, because y'all know how long it takes for potatoes and yams to get nice and soft. So I didn't want it to be an extra long video just waiting on the yams the whole time. But y'all know how to make yams. Okay. All our cream cheese in there. We're gonna take our cheese, our sharp cheddar cheese. Sorry, y'all, I had bought everything new because I wanted to make sure I had all the ingredients to make this really good. And you can pretty much just add it as you like it, y'all. I like a lot of cheese. So I'm gonna make mine extra cheesy. Our ranch packet, we're gonna do like half packet. Oh, a little more than half. I actually just did the whole packet. So do the whole packet. It's just gonna taste better. We're gonna put some of our Mrs. Dash in here. Season it a little bit. Cajun seasoning. The Cajun seasoning, she said, oh my God, y'all, I forgot the most important part. I'm so upset with myself. So for this recipe, y'all are gonna need Worcestershire sauce. Of course, I forgot it. I'm horrible. I doubt I have any in my cabinet. I'm gonna see, but I really don't think I have any. The Worcestershire sauce actually makes a really big difference in the flavor. That for the recipe, so if you don't have it, it's okay. It doesn't need it, but you really, really, really want it. You will taste the difference with and without it. So Janice actually used some Tabasco in hers. I don't know why. She did say it was optional, but I am gonna add a little bit of hot sauce because I wanna see her theory behind that. And then Italian seasoning was also on the list of things. And then we're gonna stir that up. So let's stir that up all nice and good. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to slice our chicken breast open. You just gotta really look at them. It really doesn't matter what side you cut your chicken breast on. Just whatever side is gonna give you the best pocket to work with. Yeah, I'm gonna do this side because there's nothing really at that bottom. So we're gonna create a nice pocket to where we can get our stuffing in there. Okay, y'all, that's what I did. I did a nice pocket. And then we're gonna grab our fork and we are gonna stuff it right in there. Nice good amount, y'all, because it's gonna bleed out, of course. Now, season your chicken however you want to. I'm gonna season it exactly the way how she seasoned hers. And she used quite a bit of this seasoning, this Mrs. Dash. There's no Once your chicken is seasoned to your liking, you're gonna get your toothpicks. And I bought skewers because sometimes when I use toothpicks, they're so short that they get lost in it. So the skewers I like better because they're so tall, you're not gonna lose those. Open up. Because sometimes I accidentally break the toothpick and then I'm chewing on wood. And I'm gonna put like 3 in all of them, but I'm gonna get that in there real good to try to hold as much of that stuffing in as I can. Okay. All right, y'all, that's 1 chicken wing down. 3 more to go. Okay guys, so then you're gonna get your pan. Mine is already oiled. I put some olive oil down there and I moved it around to make sure it's nice and oiled. Hopefully our chicken breast can fit up in here. I think we'll be good. Yes, we are perfectly fine. 1 more chicken breast and we would have been screwed. All right, we're gonna cover it because your chicken breast will just cook better. And she actually told me about this. I initially did not cover my chicken breast when I made them like this. And I think that they'll taste a lot better with them being covered because you'll trap all that steam in there and the middle will cook good and it'll be well rounded. But the recipe that I used to use was for like a crispier chicken, but I'm sure if you wanted to cook it for a little bit And then, you know, for the last 10 minutes, take the top off. If you want that crispier skin, then you could. So I'm gonna set this to the side because our oven is still preheating. I'm gonna clean up my chicken mess, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get to the sweet potato casserole. So everything is all cleaned up. If you clean as you go, you won't have such a mess. My mama always told me that. Now we're getting ready to get into our sweet potato casserole. I needed my wine. Cooking is therapeutic with wine. So I have this bowl because I'm gonna mix it in here, and then I'm gonna transfer it to this just because I make everything, I try to make everything in small portions. It's just me, Brooke, and Six. So a lot of things go to waste when I cook. All right, so first, and guys, I really don't have measurements for this. I just know how sweet I like it. So just go by what you like. If you feel like you really need some measurements, then I'm sure sweet potato casserole is like a traditional dish in my house. So I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Which is why I know, you know, how much or how little I want in mine. And you can just taste it. Like if you taste it and you think, oh, it's not sweet enough, I want a little sweeter, or I don't know what you're gonna do if it's too sweet. You're gonna have to boil some more potatoes and start over again. But yeah, so we're taking our sugar, our brown sugar, our vanilla, we're gonna do our cinnamon, and our nutmeg, and then a little bit of butter, because the butter is mostly for the casserole part. And we're gonna mix those all up, and then we're gonna give them a taste to see if we like how sweet they are. Okay, y'all, now it is time for our toppings. We're gonna just pour that brown sugar in there because we definitely need more than a spoonful. We're gonna take some flour. I think that's flour, our pecans, and I bought chopped pecans because, is it pecans or pecans? Because don't nobody got time to be doing all of that. Put a lot of pecans, and our butter, and we're gonna mix it around. Might have added, and you see, you can tell I pretty much added too much butter because it's too liquidy. So we're gonna hope that I didn't just add too much fucking flour. I'm pretty sure that I did, but it's okay if I did. We'll just add, oh no, I actually didn't. Okay, perfect, y'all. I actually have this perfect. It needed all of that pound of flour that I accidentally put in there. Don't know how it's gonna taste. I'm gonna taste it, but now it has that consistency that it's supposed to have, because at first it was just way too watery, and you don't want it watery because that's not gonna cook good. So I'm gonna mix that up with nice. Make sure all our brown sugar is mixed up in there. It's perfect, y'all. I was scared. I don't know where, ever since I moved, I don't know where my measuring cups are. My little measuring bowls that I have. So I either use a spoon or just pour. And as you can see, that ain't always, well, this, in this case, it turned out good, because this topping is actually, I think, the best topping that I've ever made. It tastes exactly like Ruth's Chris. But I guess the flour is the secret to make it nice and thick. I'm gonna layer that right on top of there. You don't want to mix it around because then the pecans won't be on top. Make sure we get our corners. Okay, I think that we're good. I'm actually gonna give them this 30 minutes because it's kind of thick. But I didn't want to put it in this big bowl because it wasn't enough to spread out. I love nuts, y'all. No pun intended. gonna pop this in the oven and then on to our next thing. All right, y'all, dinner is ready. I made everybody's plates. Yeah, not even gonna lie to y'all, this is so good. All the way down from the veggies. I tasted everything already because it's that good. Like, just look at this. Look at that. It just looks good. I don't even eat this big of portions, but it's so good that I'm about to eat all of this food. This is baby Six's plate. He has some chicken, he has some green beans, and some sweet potato casserole. This is Brooke's plate. I'll see y'all later. I'll put some pictures over in one of these corners, but y'all, you know the food good when the vegetables good, okay? Until next time.